Hello everybody, welcome in. This is the Crystal Guardian, here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm going to call in our guides, guardians, spirit, ancestors. Please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading. Let us know anything we need to know. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. Thank you. Okay. Into this reading. That's too many. I'm not going to take these. I'll just take this one. Let's see what we got going on. We got chakras coming out. We got nice guy. We have divine masculine. We have rising star. We have confusion and illusion. We have earth angel. We have courthouse. Okay. Let's get a couple more. Many. We have ascending. And we have soulmate. Oh, this looks like a nice reading for once. Usually it's about karmics and third parties and craziness. Let's see what we have going on here. So it looks like somebody has gone in and aligned their chakras, leveling up spiritually. We have a nice guy. This nice guy is divine masculine. Now you could be this divine masculine nice guy, or you could have this nice guy divine masculine energy coming in your way. You are in this rising star energy. Confusion and illusion is here. I'm not sure why that's here because it doesn't really go with the other ones. I feel like this is what I'm getting from this card. Like, you're not expecting this person to be coming in your way. You're an earth angel. You're ascending here. You do have a soulmate coming in. This is the overall card at the end that's coming out. So I feel like you raise your vibration. You're now in this rising star energy. You're ascending. You're an earth angel. Spiritual court, with courthouse being here, has ruled in your favor, and they're bringing in this divine masculine nice guy as a counterpart to you. I'm taking this reading as for a woman. Take it as it resonates. You're in this earth angel energy, but with the divine masculine nice guy coming out, I don't feel like I said, this could be, if you're a man, you could be in this nice guy energy, this divine masculine energy, and have a soulmate coming in for you. But I'm feeling like this is a reading for a woman whose divine counterpart is going to be coming in. And I feel like this confusion and illusion is here because this is not something that you're expecting. You might have had like such bad experiences with romantic relationships in the past that you feel like you're done with love and romance. You're not looking for anybody, and that this is going to catch you by surprise when this soulmate comes in. Okay, so with chakras being out here, Okay. We have the Four of Swords coming out in the reverse. Now, this could be exhaustion, stress, feeling stuck. So you might feel like you've been stuck in the same place for a long time. But this can also be that you're ready to take action as well. So after feeling like you've been stuck in one spot for a long time, you might feel like you're ready to take action at this point and find this soulmate. You're ready for this soulmate to come in. Now, with the Eight of Cups coming out in the reverse, this could be a fear of change. You feel like you're stuck, but I feel like you fear change as well after going through this Three of Swords heartbreak. I feel like you're starting to prepare yourself. This Three of Swords in the reverse can be recovering after a loss, healing, gaining optimism, releasing these past heartbreaks. So this is how I'm taking it under these chakras. I feel like you're raising your vibrations, you're coming into alignment with your higher self. You might feel like you're stuck, like you're never going to meet your divine counterpart, you're never going to meet your soulmate. But while you're feeling stuck, you're also feeling like you fear change, you fear new love coming in. But I feel like with the Three of Swords in the reverse, you're starting to recover from past heartbreak, you're starting to release it and heal from it. Why is nice guy out here? Okay. So this nice guy that's coming in, this is a lover coming in. With the Four of Wands being here, this is somebody who you're going to be able to build a stable foundation with. This is going to be a harmonious union. There's going to be stability here with this person. This is somebody who you could build a real life with. With their moon in the reverse, this is about releasing fear. And also, the moon in the upright is about illusions. This person is not going to feed you a bunch of lies and bullshit and illusions. They're going to be clear with you. They're going to help you to release your fears. They're going to give you peace and clarity. They're not going to have you trapped in your head. They're going to come in as a lover and give you a stable foundation, and they're going to be honest and clear with you. They're not going to sell you a bunch of bullshit and illusions. And when you meet this person, you're going to know that you can release your past fears that you've had due to previous relationships. So why is divine masculine out here? This person could be a King of Wands. This is somebody who's a strong leader. They're mature, they're successful, they're charming. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. So I feel like in the past, you felt like you had no stability, insecure, any success that you had, you felt like it was fleeting. With the Two of Swords coming out in the reverse, um, you're now going to gain clarity. You're going to start taking decisive action. You're going to follow your intuition. Like I said, when you meet this person, despite what you've encountered in the past, this person isn't going to feed you lies and bullshit. You're going to feel safe with this person. You're going to, if you follow your intuition, you're going to know that this person is the right one for you, and you're going to take decisive action with this person. Okay, why is Rising Star out here? Okay. So you're now moving into this Emperor energy, or you're attracting this Emperor. This is somebody who's commands respect, they're stable, they're secure, they're focused, they're a leader. With the Seven of Cups coming out in the reverse, I feel like you're no longer falling for illusions. You've got a clear mind now. You're raising your standards. You're not falling for people that come in feeding you lines of bullshit. You've got your eyes open. You're not falling for illusions that people give you anymore. You're in this Emperor energy, or you're looking for this Emperor to come in your way. This divine masculine would be this Emperor that would be coming in. But you can also be in this role. Like I said, there's no gender in the tarot. So take it as it resonates. You could be in this respectable leadership role. You could be somebody who's stable and secure. And with the Page of Pentacles here being in the reverse, this could be procrastination. Um, you could feel like you're blocked. Like I said before, we did see where you might feel like you're not ready for this. That's why when this comes in, you're going to feel this state of confusion and illusion, because I feel like you almost feel like you're not ready to get back into another relationship. You're kind of hesitating about things. You're afraid to trust anybody again after what you've experienced in the past. And why is confusion and illusion out here? Okay. So I feel like confusion and illusion is out here because with the Two of Wands in the reverse, this is about somebody who plays it safe. You might be, like I said, afraid of moving forward. You think that it's unrealistic to look for somebody who is going to match your energy. After dealing with a King of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who was cold, manipulative, emotionally manipulative, moody, obsessive. I feel like you've dealt with a King of Cups in the reverse in the past, somebody who was emotionally manipulative, moody, a jerk, basically. And you feel like with this Nine of Pentacles being here, like you're better off on your own. You've made peace with the fact that you're just going to be alone, that you're loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, but you feel at this point like you're independent. You're just focusing on basically your pentacles, building a stable foundation for yourself, by yourself. You feel like love isn't possible. You want to play it safe after dealing with this King of Cups in the reverse asshole. And then when this new love comes in, when this soulmate comes in, you're going to be in a state of confusion and illusion because you don't think you think in your head. I feel like at this point, like you've given up on love. You're just going to be over here focusing on yourself, living your own life out by yourself. You're not looking for love. You kind of given up on it after dealing with this King of Cups in the reverse. You're just playing it safe with the Two of Wands in the reverse. So when this soulmate comes in, this is going to leave you confused, because at this point I think you feel like everybody that you come across is going to be in this King of Cups in the reverse energy. Anybody you come across is just going to try to manipulate you and use you. You're almost feeling there's no nice guys left. That everybody that's still out there is just a jerk who's out for what they can get. And you're going to be shocked when this new person comes in and matches your energy. Okay, so why is Earth Angel out here? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I feel like in the past, with High Priestess coming out in their verse, I feel like in the past, you didn't follow your intuition with this King of Cups in the reverse. You probably saw red flags, but you ignored them because you wanted to build a life with this person. You wanted to be in a relationship with this person. So you disconnected from your intuition. And that led to Temperance in the reverse being a lack of imbalance. This person left you feeling off kilter in this Two of Cups relationship. This Two of Cups with this King of Cups in the reverse left you feeling unbalanced because you didn't follow your intuition. It left you feeling trapped in your head, disempowered with this Eight of Swords being here. But now I feel like you're going in, you're doing the healing, you're ascending. You're now moving into this queen, this high priestess in the upright. You're following your intuition. You're going into this divine feminine energy. You're learning to trust yourself. After going through this Two of Cups relationship that left you trapped in your head and left you feeling totally unbalanced and off kilter, you had to go in with the Temperance in the reverse. This is also about realigning and self-healing. So I feel like this person in this Two of Cups, this King of Cups in the reverse, in this Two of Cups relationship, totally had you trapped in your head, totally had you unbalanced, but you had to go in and do the self-healing, realign yourself, learn not to disconnect from your intuition, not to withdraw, but to follow your intuition and level up into this high priestess energy. I feel like with courthouse being out here, spiritual court is ruling in your favor. Let's see. You've gained strength after going through this Nine of Cups in the reverse, dealing with somebody who you thought was wish fulfillment that turned out to be a bunch of bullshit. This past person who was greedy and selfish, lazy, materialistic. You're looking at this failed relationship with this jerk as a missed opportunity. But with the Four of Cups, you've also gone in, you've meditated, you've contemplated the situation, you reevaluated the situation, you reevaluated your life. That's what led to spiritual court ruling in your favor. So now you've had a change in lifestyle with the Knight of Swords. This is about being driven to succeed, defend your beliefs, change your lifestyle. So I feel like after you went through this, you gained your strength. You went in and reevaluated your life. You're now driven to succeed. You've changed up your lifestyle. You've ascended. Why is ascending out here? Okay, so you put this Five of Wands in the past This is about resolving problems, agreeing to disagree, walking away from conflict rather than contributing to it. So now you're ascending. You no longer want to be in these battles, in this chaos. You're over it, you're above it. You're just like, whatever, and avoid the conflict and walk away. Now, with the Ace of Wands being here in the reverse, you might be feeling like I said, delays, like a lack of passion. I feel like you just want to avoid romantic relationships altogether. After being left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles energy, but this situation has been put to death. You do have new beginnings coming in. You ended a cycle with somebody who was terrible. You've gone in, you've transformed. Now with endings come new beginnings. So this soulmate is a new beginning that's coming in after you put this past situation to death and you walked away from these battles. Even if it left you feeling like you were out in the cold and you're now afraid to go towards any passionate new beginnings, you do have a soulmate coming in. Okay, so why is soulmate out here? Okay, so you're now in this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who's protective, generous, nurturing, practical. This can also be this new person that's coming in. Even, like I said, even if it's a man, they could be in this generous, nurturing, practical energy. With the Seven of Swords coming out in the reverse, this is about you gaining your freedom after being with some sneaky fuck that was in this Seven of Swords energy, dealing with this betrayal. You're putting it behind you now. This is somebody who is dishonest, a liar, a thief, a backstabber. You've gotten away from this. You've gotten a revelation about it. You've gotten your freedom from it. This new person that's coming in isn't going to be in this Seven of Swords energy the way this past person was. So with this Page of Swords coming out in the reverse, I feel like you're still so focused on this past person and their deception that you don't expect good news to be coming your way. But with the bottom of the deck energy here, you've been putting in the hard work for a long-term vision. And with Three of Pentacles coming out, you will be collaborating with this new person and building something new after dealing with somebody who is in devil energy. With the Judgment in the reverse, don't be so full of self-doubt and inner critic that you don't see this soulmate coming in. Go in with the Hermit, do some soul searching to gain enlightenment and truth here. because you can lay your burdens down now. It's Ten of Wands in the reverse. You can release these burdens from the past. That's what you're going to have to do, is release these burdens from this past person caused you, this mental anguish, this heartbreak. You're going to have to release that. You're going to have to leave it in the past behind you, because this new person is going to be coming in. And this is, like I said, spiritual court ruling in your favor, because you've put in the work. You're ascending. You're this rising star. You're an earth angel. And this divine masculine is going to be your soulmate counterpart. And they're going to be a nice person. They're not going to be a piece of shit like your past person. So that's the reading. If you liked it and it resonated with you, drop a like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye-bye.